Hello YouTube viewers, in this video we're going to be kind of reviewing this kit that POR15 does, but mainly we're just going to be painting this block, doing some other little things for the Valiant swap, so stay tuned. Alright, so I have this block cleaned, as good as I'm going to get it. Takes a lot of effort to do one of these. I didn't film any of it because it's very boring to do and to watch, but you gotta get creative. There's a lot of little nooks and crannies. I mean, I've got 3 brushes, 4 brushes, and then I've also got a porting kit with it. Comes with those little roll cartridges, and I got the 3 sides of it clean anyways, the front, the 2 sides, and then once I take it off the stand, then I'll clean and etch and do all the stuff to paint it. But you guys can kind of see, let me set these brushes down, you know what it looks like now. All the flake is gone, everything that's loose. Show you what it looked like. That's what it looked like before. So I mean, it takes a lot of work. It's probably 3 hours of cleaning on this, and it's not enjoyable. It's nasty work. You can see the spot it's left on my floor. One word of advice, I don't have any to put down, but this POR15 stuff it seems like how it sticks on, it would be thicker. It's super thin and it runs very easy. So anything it gets on is very hard to get it off of it. I remember from the last time, because I got it on my hand and it had to wear off. They say you can, I think they say it's water-based, but I don't remember that being the case. Anyways, got the kit here. It's a very nice kit, just like the last one I bought. It comes with instructions. It's going to tell you, basically they're going to have you soap it, which is a degreaser. Then there's a metal prep, which is like a rust converter deal. And that turns the block, like the rust on the block, white, and that means it's like it's basically etched to where the POR15 will stick to it. Here's the cleaner. You can see it comes with everything. I can't use a lot of it because my hands are so big, like I can't use these. This is this is the etch or metal prep. Solvent to cut it. This is kind of cute. Tiny little can of POR15. This is like the actual base coat, and then you come over it with the color, which this one is, as stated before, pea yellow, basically hypo yellow. And I have some Cadillac dark blue that I'm gonna just mix a little bit in, and hopefully we can get a greenish color like that if this isn't frozen solid or solidified, because I did that block a long time ago. It was back when I was living at the other house, way before I started YouTube. So I did degrease this with oven cleaner, this block. You know, I'd recommend doing what they say to do, because this isn't a cheap kit. It's not super expensive, but it's not cheap. I think it's like around 70 bucks. And you could do more than one block. I just, if I would have saved everything from that other kit, which I didn't because I moved, you could probably reuse it. If I remember right, I didn't use even half of the color. So you could probably do 4 blocks, or I think you could probably do 2 complete blocks, long blocks with heads and stuff, I've only ever painted a block because aluminum, I don't know how it would stick. It says it should, but either way, we're just doing the block on this one. And then the heads will just kind of clean up with oven cleaner, which has already been done. But without talking anymore, let's get to it. Well, for whatever reason, my camera didn't record that, so I'll go through the phase again. We're on the cleaner degreaser step. You mix this with this is three parts water to 1 part cleaner. I just put hot water in the thing, no big deal. Spray it down. Make sure you work in a ventilated area, which I unfortunately am not. Maybe I'll grab a fan from the house or something. But this stuff smells like, this basically smells like a window cleaner / oven cleaner. Obviously it's not an aerosol can, but it smells like acidic. I guess I could read the instructions and tell me what it is, which we've got a little bit of a waiting period, so I guess I'll do that. I've already got the other side, which is what I was doing when the camera wasn't working, so sorry, I'll just show you guys the engine. POR15 cleaner degreaser, very powerful alkaline cleaner. Yeah, it's definitely acidic then. For baked on grease, dilute 1:1 soak with 3 parts hot water for baked on grease or oil. Dilute 1:1 and soak until surface softens. So you can mix it up to 1:1, which I'm probably actually heavier than that. But wash clean area thoroughly and neutralize cleaner with water. POR15 cleaner degreaser is caustic high alkaline cleaner. Yeah, so says coatings will not stick to alkaline surfaces. The use of metal prep is very important. So you basically have to do this. If you use this coat or this spray, then you have to use the metal etch, which is the second step. Which is fine. Just do what they say and it'll stick fine. Like I said, the other one turned out great, but it says that the metal etch is like a zinc coating, which is like a rust converter. If you guys have ever used that, it turns the open rust pores into like it either turns black or white. This is water based too. Yep. Alright, so we will wash it off the water here in just a second. Then we'll start on the metal etch. So you can see that it's starting to actually form a little bit of rust there. Kind of a testament to how much I cleaned this stupid thing. I didn't clean the pan rails here. The stuff does etch. I probably should go ahead and put tape over that. Actually, I will. But this is that metal etch, metal prep. We're just gonna spray this on. I've got sorry, I lose train of thought. I've got that. What was I trying to say? Oh, I've got duct tape down here to cover up the deck surface, because this stuff leaves like a almost like like I said, like an etchy feeling to the block. So I'm gonna clean this pan rail, spray the rest of this on there. I sprayed the front already, but you just want to go ahead and put a lot on there, and then I'll show you afterwards what it looks like. It turns it into almost like a white flaky looking coating. I call it zinc coating, but we'll see. So I went around with like a water bottle with some holes poked in the lid. You can almost see, I don't know if it'll be visible on camera, but in person it looks like a really light gray almost before I washed it off, and it still kept some of that. It says before you paint with the actual POR15 you have to have it bone dry. So I blew it off with compressed air. I wiped it down with a rag. We're gonna wait, I don't know how long. I'm kind of thinking I might hook up my little torpedo heater under it and just blow hot air at it, and that'll heat it up, and it'll also make it, it'll dry it off, hopefully. So I'm gonna set that up, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's dry. It's starting to dry, but it's not dry yet. Then we'll throw some POR15 on it and show you guys that process, and then finally we'll get to mixing the paint and hopefully come up with something that looks green. Alright, so my heater has been running. It's dried off. I just kind of want to show you guys what it looks like. It's that bulb. Oh, I got my thing unplugged. Let me set you here for just a second. It almost looks like dirty, really dirty aluminum. You can see the cover, it almost looks just like the cover, but you can really tell up here on the tape. It almost looks like road salt, honestly, but it leaves kind of, that residue. So we're gonna go ahead and kind of apply this. Don't know how much of the applying part I'll film, but you can see it's runny, like it's almost like paint thinner consistency. So they tell you to paint from the top to the bottom. We're just going to brush it on. And it's kind of funny how small this can is, but this can would cover 2 or 3 engines, 2 or 3 short blocks, I would say. And on the last one I did, I went over it a couple times with a light. It's really deceiving how dark this is, that you would find bare spots, but you do. They also state that this could take up to 4 hours to dry, but it dries faster with humidity, and it is very humid today. So I'm assuming it'll probably be dried by the time I do all 3 sides that I'm gonna do. I'm actually going to shut you guys off right now, and then I'll show you once it's all painted up. So you guys can't really see it. I haven't used any. I mean, it's on there. I probably actually put it on a little thick, but we're gonna roll the engine a little bit, and then we'll show you what the other side looks like. You can't. It's really hard to pick up contrast in this black. It's shiny black, but basically what they tell you to do is let it dry until it's dry to where you can put your finger on it and it doesn't stick to it, but there's drag on your finger. So I'm gonna hurry up, get the other parts painted, and then this side will probably be ready. It's so humid out. I'll show you guys what it looks like. So the whole engine's like super black. As I said earlier, this stuff's just getting to where it's starting to get tacky, so I need to really start mixing paint. Fortunately, I can't really do that in front of the camera, but I'll show you what I come up with next to the car, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so this is about as close as I can get. You can see kind of, it's more of a dull green, like baby puke green. You can see that's the yellow. The yellow is a lot more, that's the blue. The yellow is a lot more mustardy than I thought it would be. I thought it would be like bright. That's the blue. I thought it would be like stupid bright yellow, like, you know, really, really bright, but it's more like what you would paint a baby's room. It looks actually very yellow in the picture, but it's not. It's mustardy colored. I'm gonna close that up. I'm gonna mix my paint up with some thinner, and then paint it, and we'll see how it turns out. So guys, would not recommend mixing paints. This looks horrible. It looks like almost like a trout color. See if you guys can see this. It's like a baby poop version of OD green. What I think I'm gonna do is just put blue on it, because blue will cover it. Kind of sucks. I didn't have the other stuff to do the blue. I guess I could have just bought the self-etch, but gonna go with blue because the whole yellow, the yellow just looks nasty. I don't like how it's not bright at all. I was looking for like that extension cord yellow, and it's like, it's even lighter than mustard. So what I'm gonna do is wait for this to tack up a little bit, and then just go over this side with a blue. Got more than enough to do the block, so I'll show you guys here in a bit what it looks like. This is the second coat on, what side would it be? The driver's side. This isn't the one that I painted green the first time. The other one's going to take a few more coats. It's actually lighter blue, but it's because the coat under it is lighter, obviously. So I'm going to paint that one more coat. Total of 2 coats of enamel on this side. It looks great. Same color as the Regal engine over here. So you know, when it dries, it'll be a nice dark blue. Kind of sucks the green idea didn't turn out, but what can you do? Main thing you guys want to watch for if you're going to do this kit is, especially on a dark color. Let me grab a light. See those dark splotches? That's the base coat showing through. What you want to do is go ahead and run through with a light and just make sure that you got it all covered. It's real hard to see on dark colors, but light colors obviously pick it right out. Alright guys, so it's pretty much drying. If you guys are wondering why I just kind of threw this threw paint all over this front cover, I have several, so I'm not real worried about it. Really nice deep rich blue. I went ahead and peeled the tape off the deck surface. Some of that etching got in here, so I'm gonna rag that out and then have to clean the decks and then put her back together. I think next week's video we're going to do the springs on the heads and put the cam in, and then we should be good to set the engine back in after we get done with the framework and stuff. Still slacking on the unibody connectors, so I'll have to do that maybe tomorrow. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next video, and I appreciate the support. Like, comment, share, subscribe. In case you guys didn't know, I would recommend that you use POR15. I just would not recommend that you attempt to try to make your own color. They don't sell. Unfortunately, they don't have a green that was close to that, so I just kind of winged it and it went bad. But blue is good enough for me, so thank you guys for watching.